awesome. I never noticed that. When Braum comes in, he removes his cape. That's so fucking cool. That is so cool. Alright, so we're going to be watching you. Ignite Teleport's also a very viable option on Zac. I mean, you guys know my preference. My preference is Flash Ignite, but Flash Teleport's good. Ignite Teleport's good. They're all good. Zac has mobility, so Flash isn't necessary. But Flash is really, really strong on him. Oh yeah, we shouldn't be watching from a global perspective.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I don't like your pathing. I don't like that you went this way and then into here. If you were gonna go, I'd say you should have gone from this route. Because what happens if you make it here and the enemy top lane decides to roam this way while their jungle happens to be here or something? Or if their jungle happens to roam this way and their top lane happens to be here, you're stuck in their jungle without Flash. It means you'd be forced to pick Elastic Slingshot as your first skill. Which, by the way, I don't like that you already put a point in Stretching Strike if you're going to be doing something so risky without Flash. That ward's nice. I like this ward because it's going to give information on where they start in the jungle. Because you're always going to start either here or here. Almost always. Thank you for the follow, Barbary Chant. Also, I don't know why you returned down here. You should have gone into the lane to try and prep it. Garen was there, though, so it wouldn't have worked. Garen's a really annoying lane. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, one of the big reasons why I think Flash is great, because both it's good at saving your life, because you've seen many times when I'm playing, wow, you're taking a lot of damage here. You're taking a lot of damage here. Let's look at that again. I'll then describe why I like Flash, so. Hit him with the Q, walk away. Walk away. Just walk away. Why'd you go grab the blob? That was a mistake. He got 3 extra auto attacks because you went 4. He got 4 extra auto attacks because you went to grab that blob. That blob was not worth it. The blob heals for 4% of your max health. Those auto attacks chunked you down for a hell of a lot more. Good news is you got a lot of potions and he doesn't. But yeah, you're going to lose your passive here. If you had Flash, you would have been able to flash away, but he might even be able to... No, he won't kill you. Barely, I might add. He will barely not be able to kill you. Yeah, not a good start. Not a good start. You're taking a lot of unnecessary damage from Garen. Just let him push under your tower. You're Zac, you can farm just fine under your tower. And this is Garen. He's a lane bully. So if you let him, he's gonna fuck you up. In general, when it comes to fighting against... Yeah, you were probably not going to get that CS. I don't like your Q there because it means you're going to miss some CS if the tower happens to shoot at it. Something... Oh, see, that auto attack was unnecessary. You're losing a lot of CS here you don't need to be. A little bit of advice for you. You're just letting him hurt you. I don't like this. And also, do you have Elastic Slingshot? Because you could have used it there. Okay, so I've got a few things I'm going to bring up here. First of all, when it comes to CSing under the tower, melee minions die after 1 auto attack or 1 W after 2 shots from the tower at full health. Oh no, you're dead. You're not going to... Well, maybe you're not dead. It was a good Elastic Slingshot to disengage out of that. That was really good. Second thing to keep in mind, yeah, you have teleport, so you can go ahead and back. Second thing to keep in mind, the back row minions die after 1 auto attack or and 1 W after a tower shot at full health. Uh-oh. Wow, you're taking so much damage here. Oh. Hold on a second. I was too busy looking at chat. Let's rewatch that. So let's see what happened here. I don't like that you auto-attack them there. Because now his minions are attacking. You're taking a ton of extra damage you don't need to take. Yeah, you took a lot of damage. Also, something I'm noticing is that you're not moving between auto attacks. You should always be moving. So you should never be standing still. Standing still is a bad habit. It's a habit you want to get out of. That was a mistake. You should have gotten into... Oh, no, you're dead. You're definitely dead. But you might kill him for... Wow, you're not dead. And you did kill him. That was shocking. You should have been dead. If the Garen was playing this right, you would have died. So first of all, you elastic slingshot it outside the brush. If you had walked into the brush first, you might have been able to surprise him, land on him, and guarantee a kill without risking yourself. Good job getting out, though. Very good job getting out. You elastic slingshot it away. Very nice. Something else. I always, as Zach, put my third point in elastic slingshot because, elastic slingshot does damage, and it does a decent amount. Not to mention it has CC, and it's also an escape tool. Great engage tool, great disengage tool. So I think there was a point where I would put 2 points in Q, like say if I was winning lane or something, but because of Thunderlords, and I love Thunderlords, elastic slingshot makes it so easy in order to proc a Thunderlords, because you elastic slingshot QW, you hit your Thunderlords. There you go, you've got bonus damage. Wait, what are you doing here? Why are you farming this? He's pushing this into your tower. This is a lot more gold you're losing here. A lot more gold. That was not worth it. That thing gave you 75 gold, and you missed at least 3 melee minions and a cannon. And that's not just that you missed it. You missed all the XP as well from those minions. That was not a worthwhile decision. Also, you should be focusing on your farm. You're losing all this CS trying to harass and fight him, and he's even winning these trades. You should be focusing more on your CS, last hitting, than on trying to engage and fight him. Because that's the other thing. You don't want to get into prolonged fights with Garen. You want to be poking, bursting, walking away. You don't want to be getting an engaged fight. Garen will win extended fights. So you want to avoid this. This is, what was it? Silver 5. This is currently Silver 5. So yeah, I would, and also, what? You're why are you going for this? I don't get it. You're missing another wave into your tower. You're losing a lot of cash. Something to keep in mind, the frontline minions are worth at least 20 gold each. The backline minions are worth around the same amount, maybe a little less, at least right now. So you've lost probably between 400 and 500 gold so far because you've left the lane. Wow, what is he doing? That was unnecessarily risky. Yeah, so it looks like farming under tower is something you need to improve on. As, why are you doing... It's not a good decision. He's also 6, which means he can ult you and probably kill you. Well, no, he's not going to kill you. He's doing this wrong. He's not going to kill you like this. You're going to be able to kill him. Yeah, ult him? Ult him? Oh, your ult's down. When did you use your ult? Okay. Yeah, this Garen is, he's not particularly good. He's making a lot of mistakes. You're making a lot of mistakes too. But this is a good thing. I mean, it's a good thing to be able to notice your mistakes, recognize them, and improve on them. So I'm trying to help you out here by giving you good... you're probably dead. I think you just used your elastic slingshot. Well, huh. This Elise is gonna let you live. That was really dumb. That was really, really dumb. She could have killed you easily. She could have killed you easily. Wow. Looks like she will. Looks like she will. You need to run. You're dead. You should be dead? Yeah, you're dead. That was not a good idea to fight the Elise there when you were at such low health. Oh no, are they even going to be able to... Yeah, they got her, but Garen is not going to get a kill. Garen's not going to get a kill. Alright, so that overall worked out. Okay, no, Garen is going to get a kill. He's going to kill Yasuo. Or not. Or not. I'll be damned he isn't going to kill him. Oh, yeah. No, I understand that. Scuttle is a good way to heal up, but you could have farmed under the tower just fine. You were safe. Even without your passive, if you're farming under the tower, Garen can't kill you. At least not easily. Not easily. Alright, Awesome Lemon, that's fine. Later. And yeah, giving context to your decisions is helpful. Because that sort of context is something that allows me to explain why from a different perspective it might be better or worse, or why you might be correct in that instance. I'm not always right, remember that. I don't like that you're here. You should be going to top lane. There's really almost nothing you can do here. Kale is a hard champion to kill, especially at level 8. Well, actually, maybe that was a good decision. He didn't ult. He did ult, but now Kale ults. But yeah, Kale's dead. Good. That's very good. That actually was a very good call on your part. See? This is one of those instances like I talk about. I'm not always correct on that, but that was a good call. A good call. That ended up in a kill. Uh-oh. Wow. That flash. And a flash right there. What is Yasuo doing? This is not a good idea. No. And now you're going to die too. You're definitely going to die. Yeah, you shouldn't have jumped in after him. It was, that was not going to end well. That was not going to end well. It was a good call when you were here initially, and you waited and waited and waited for the Yasuo to show up. Because, yeah, that was a good gank, and the Volibear came too, so that was very solid play. Very solid. However, re-engaging was not a good idea. That was a mistake. Let's see, let me, Oh, you kidding me? I don't get frustrated at all. This is, for me, I mean, one of the reasons why I do this coaching is because I enjoy it. I enjoy watching people play, seeing what the decisions they make and ways they can improve. I think that's great. He missed a CS you didn't need to miss. As Garen is not a particularly good Garen. But then again, this is Silver 5, so it makes sense. Makes sense. I like that you went for Sunfire Cape first. That is the right item to get against a Garen. So yeah, you should always be moving if you can. You should never be standing still. Standing still invites yourself to get hit by skill shots. And although he doesn't have any skill shots, you should always be in that mindset of always moving around because there's always going to be somebody with a skill shot. Their team has a Morgana who can toss bindings. Their Caitlyn can use a line skill shot. The Elise has a stun skill shot. You got to be careful. You're a little low on health. He does have his ultimate, and that ultimate can kill you. So something that you should keep in mind. Oh no, you're in trouble now. He's gonna kill you. If he ulted, he would have killed you. Why didn't he ult you? Bad decision making. Well, you do have your passive, so he couldn't kill you. But yeah, you shouldn't be so afraid under tower with your passive. So something else to keep in mind when fighting against Garen, your play pattern needs to be very specific. You need to save your stretching strike either to get CS or to disengage off of him, or specifically to slow him down when he uses his Q. His Q is his engage tool. Is he really going for this? Huh. Wow, he's lucky that you couldn't get your ult off before you went down. I like what you did. You played Ring Around the Rosie. He took a ton of extra damage he didn't need to take. And now he's probably going to die for it. Not probably, he is going to die for it. Yum. Too bad you didn't get any credit for it, but that's still good. That's still good. It was a good job from your Volibear. And good. You should push this out quickly. You have 15 seconds before he gets back with his teleport, so maybe you want some. Oh, here you go. Not too many left, I'm afraid, but all yours. I see. Yeah, no, the Garen was taking a lot of creep damage, but keep in mind, the Garen has Sunfire Cape, so creeps aren't going to be doing too much damage to him. Just something to keep in mind. Let me quickly wash my hands. Okay. Also remember, though, that every time you attack him with an auto attack, the creeps are going to focus you as well, and you were auto attacking him a bit. Teleporting to bottom lane. This is acceptable, because Garen's here, he might as well. What is he doing? What is this Garen doing? What is this Garen doing? Alt, why aren't you alting? Why aren't they, you're gonna die. Yeah, that was not the best call, so let's look at this again. Let's look at the scenario again. So first things first. Volibear is, a little bit too low right now. You know, there's 3 of them here and only 2 of you, because you can't really count on the Volibear. And you shouldn't have been focusing the Garen here, but if you were gonna focus him, which you did do, you should have ulted him. Because now it's too late, and now you're just gonna die. And you gotta... Wait, was that an exhaust? But yeah, the enemy team rotated around before yours. And you had no backup. You had no backup. You only had... You had 3 people there, of which one of you was already injured. Oh, he's so dead. So yeah, there was 3 of you there. You had no backup. You shouldn't have gone in. You should have poked the Garen, then backed away. Because it was very unlikely we were going to be able to kill any of the other champions, because they're all ranged champions. Morgana has binding, Caitlyn has traps. I mean, it's very unlikely that you're going to be able to get on them once you've already burned your elastic slingshot, and you did. So, questionable engage. Questionable engage. And they cleaned up afterwards because of that. I like the thought of your teleport, but their actions after the teleport were not good. And again, don't take this as negative criticism. This is all for learning purposes. If you learn from this, then that's all that matters. My goal is to make you a better player. So take anything I say critically to heart, as that's the goal. Oh, you should have hit him with the Q. Yeah, you don't want to get into engaged fights. You don't want to get into, extended fights with Garen, because he'll just win. Garen has a lot more sustained damage than you do. You have burst. He has his... You don't have your passive either, do you? No, you lost it early. Oh, you do have it. No, you don't. Oops. That was a dire situation. You didn't have your ult. You didn't have elastic slingshot. You were screwed. Well, at least it looks like your team will pick up a... No, they won't pick up a turret, too. Yeah, the enemy team is rotating and causing you issues, but the real problem here, what happened was you took so much damage from fighting the Garen earlier that they were able to dive you afterwards. You need to minimize the damage you take in lane, because otherwise you're just going to find yourself in bad situations with no health to deal with it. And Garen's a tank, he can easily dive you, so you don't want to get to the point where he can't. And they're going to get a tier 2 off of that. That sucks. I don't know what your Volibear is doing here. He should have been here defending the tower. If the Volibear was down here defending the tower, this tower would not have gone down. It's a misplay from the Volibear. I don't know why they're still pushing. You can now E-ult and cause some serious damage, which is what I would suggest doing. Yasuo's here, so yeah, this is a... I'd go for her. Go for the Kale. There you go. That's the right call. That was the right call. The Kale is the target you want to be going for. Garen is going to be a hard target to kill. Well, that's the thing. When you were trading in lane with the Garen, you could have been doing a better job. Why'd you ignite her? That ignite was very premature. Very premature. You don't want to be using the ignite unless you know you can secure a kill from it. And you couldn't secure the kill that early. Elise is somewhat tanky. She's got Rylai's, so it's unlikely. You should be jumping over the wall and escaping. You don't want to be fighting here. You want to get out of here. Because as of right now, you are outnumbered. Oh, man. So, looking at this game, let's see who's fed. Because this is what you should be doing when you're rotating and roaming and trying to figure out what's your next thing. The Caitlyn is very fed. Oh, no. You're probably dead. Nope, you're okay. I think you're okay. You should have dropped a ward in there on your way out. I think you have a ward. Yeah, you do have a ward available. So you should have dropped a ward in here on your way out, because it would have at least let you know if they were still following you, or if they were going for this camp. This is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. Actually, I guess, I mean, you do have your passive, but she can probably kill you. If she were smart, she could have killed you. Nope, she can still kill you. You were too low on health. You don't have magic resist. She's going to hit you hard. Oh, no. Why did he go in? Not a good call. I mean, I get what he was going for, because at that point the Elise was already behind him. But that was not going to work out in his favor. Of course, hindsight, man. Hindsight is... During the game, tunnel vision is a very big issue. I've had tunnel vision many games that I've played, where I'm like, I need to do this, and I do it and I die. And it's like, why didn't it work? And then it becomes obvious later on. Oh yeah, because I was tunneling. I shouldn't have. She's not going to die, is she? But Morgana will. She got eaten. I like this. Damn, you're not going to be able to do it. That's the problem. You were visible. If you weren't visible, that elastic slingshot would have gotten him. Let's look at this again real quick. So let's see. You're rotating around. Caitlyn's there. You should start the elastic... it's too late. She spotted you. You needed to start the elastic slingshot here, outside of her vision. Because the moment she walked through here and saw you right here doing an elastic slingshot, she knew and she flashed. If you had started the elastic slingshot here, I'd say it would have been... a much more likely scenario that you'd land on her, because she wouldn't have seen it coming until too late and not flash in time. She flashed very early, which only happened because she knew you were coming. And then she got away. It would have been a really easy kill if you did land it, so, yeah. So you're going Sunfire Cape into Spirit Visage. I would actually go... Sunfire Cape, Spectre's Cal into damage and then finish Spirit Visage, because you do need damage. You're gonna need it. And and although I like Spirit, oh no, oh god, this is such a bad thing. You guys should not have. So let's look at this again real quick. I don't know why you're going for their blue buff. I don't know why. No vision. Why don't you have a ward here? Why don't you have a ward here? You guys have no wards. They walk in and take it from you. In addition, you're now in bad position, so they're gonna kill you. Yeah, you guys are goners. You guys are both dead. I really don't foresee how you're going to survive this. Or maybe you will. No, you're not. So the first thing you could have done was drop a ward here. That way you would have seen where their team is, and once they started coming here, you could have backed away. Second, you could have used a ward here, because then you would have seen the Garen rotating around, and you would know, shit, this is a bad situation, we shouldn't be doing this. Warding is very, very important. Yeah, this is Silver 5. This is Silver 5. So ward use would have probably saved your life there and prevented the embarrassment of giving the blue buff to their... basically, helping Elise get her blue buff. Oh, man, and he's going to take this tower all alone. He's got a black cleaver now. You probably can't fight him. They'll probably kill you. Very smart of him. Ult, 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 ult! You don't have your ult. Never mind. But yeah, he's got black cleaver, so he can probably beat you in the one-on-one. And once again, you don't want to get into extended fights with Garen. You just don't. He'll win them. You want to burst, walk away. Burst, walk away. And there comes a point where you can't hurt him anymore. Luckily, the only magic resist he's built so far is Merc Treads, which is absolutely wrong against Zac. He should have built a Spirit Visage first. Or a Spirit Visage Black Cleaver, or Black Cleaver Spirit Visage. The point is, he should have gotten Magic Resist against you. Especially since you got the 2 kills at the beginning. It was very silly. Nah, this is bad. They got 2 inhibitors. Your team's probably fucked. Not probably, your team is fucked. And you're dead again. Ouch. But, man, the delayed reaction speed. Oh no, he's so dead. But, no. Get him, Braum! Wait, why did he do that? Why did he do that? That was actually a huge mistake from the Braum. But he still got the kill. Still got the kill. It's a huge mistake of him to do that shield, because it means if she tossed the stun, it was going to hit him no matter what. That shield creates a pretty big wall that'll intercept skill shots. Had she just tossed the stun at him, he would have gotten stunned. Without that, there's a chance he could have juked it either to the left or right. But, so you guys are down 2 inhibitors. You guys are down 7 towers to 1. You guys are down, oh god, you guys are down 12k gold. This is really bad. This is dire, beyond dire. This is almost irrecoverable. But, I wouldn't give up anyways. With 1 or 2 good team fights, you can still turn a game even this bad. Yeah. I need to figure out how I can skip songs if that's the case. Yeah, I need to figure out a system for doing song requests. So right now, yes, dub track will likely be it. You'll make me a mod in the channel? Okay. And yeah, that's game. That's game. Hold on, I was watching the chat too much. Let's see what happened though. So bad start, everyone's already low, one's already dead. You just be backed away, you're now here. She's really low, Caitlyn's really low, but again, you shouldn't be doing that. You should not. You were fully visible. You were fully visible. This was not going to work. Your elastic slingshot is strongest when the enemy team doesn't see it coming. But A, your team was outnumbered. Braum was dead. B, their team was clustered and they knew where you were. So elastic slingshotting was not going to result in anything good happening. Because they could have dodged you, they could have kited you, they could have killed you, and they didn't. So, yeah, that didn't work. So, let's recap here. In the laning phase, there are a couple. It looks like something that would really help your game is learning how to CS under a tower, because you need to be comfortable getting pushed under your tower and last hitting. That's very important as that, because you're going to get pushed under your tower a lot. 2, you needed to understand the lane dynamic with Garen a little bit better. This was something that is very specific for. Garen is, and there's a lot of champions like this that have good sustained damage, yet, oh, hold on a second, did I not add that win? Let me check real quick. I guess I didn't. Add. Sorry, 1 second, I'll continue this in 1 second. So yeah, CSing under tower, learning when you should be engaging, disengaging, fighting, not fighting. In the lane against Garen, specifically Garen, You don't want to get in extended fights. You want to poke him, harass him with your Q when you can, or if he gets on top of you, EW back away. You just don't want to get in extended fights. It worked out for you because the minion damage was good and the Garen wasn't playing well. But in general, the Garen lane is a vicious, nasty lane, and you don't want to be doing that. Your roams were nice. You managed to make a good play in the mid, which was nice. Your teleport to bottom lane was okay, but it also looks like there are a couple of times where you're going in when your team is not there with you, or when they're not strong enough, or when they've already taken a bunch of damage. And at that point, it's not going to work out. Zach is a strong champion, can do wonderful things, but he needs his team. It's very hard for Zach to carry all on his own. What he can do is set up fights so that the rest of his team can come in and sweep through the enemies. That's usually what I like doing as Zach. You hit the back line, you cause chaos, so your team can take advantage of it and get kills. You'll get a kill too if you're doing it right as well. But yeah. Gotcha. Let me go join the dub track lobby.